At Nathan Phillips Square Sunday, a group of Venezuelan Canadians sing their country's national anthem, wave flags, and shout freedom for Venezuela as they celebrate a large-scale U.S. strike in Caracas Saturday that captured President Nicolas Maduro and his wife to face narco-terrorism conspiracy charges in New York.
We want Canadians to understand that we Venezuelan Canadians, we are agree with this. It's very difficult because we understand, like, if you see like a war in a country, you might think we are not agree with this, but we've been fighting for 26 years now in Venezuela.
Nonetheless, reactions have been mixed. Demonstrators rallied outside the U.S. consulate in Toronto Saturday afternoon, with some arguing that Trump's move was a violation of international law.
I've been talking to my family all night long, and a lot of people are not happy with what's happening. Trump has no power to say he's going to send a commission of people assigned by him to rule Venezuela.
But on Sunday, ralliers say this move by the U.S. is what they've been waiting for, a restored hope for a country whose government they say has been riddled with corruption.
We need to get rid of this structure. We are just calling for Venezuela to be free and for the people who are actually holding Venezuela hostage to respect the decision of the people of Venezuela and let the legitimate government take place and take over the control of the country.
This is a transition. Maduro is just one of more than 10 gangsters that are there. We still need the force, a legal and military force, to help us to really go to that transition and finish in the democratic.
This is about the reality, the basic needs of Venezuelans. We need freedom, we need food, we need health, education, and the right to work.
But Luis Vanishot, associate professor of history at the University of Toronto, argues that the strikes against Maduro were just one dimension of what's really at play here.
I would say that shoring up U.S. interests in the region, expanding U.S. investments in the Venezuelan oil industry are the underlying motivations for what has happened here.
In fact, U.S. President Donald Trump announced Saturday that the U.S. will temporarily run Venezuela and sell large amounts of its oil to other nations. But Vanishot says, as we await a response from the current acting president of Venezuela and its military, rifts may appear in the country.
Not just in Venezuelan politics, but in Venezuelan society. This could cause, of course, a deepening of social unrest in the country. And for the region as a whole, I think many Latin Americans are watching with great trepidation.
According to Global Affairs Canada, nearly 8 million Venezuelans have either left or fled the country since 2015. And according to protesters here at Nathan Phillips Square, they say they anxiously await what comes next for their country. For City News, I'm Rhianne Campbell.